the fuck off! Every time I summon one of these assholes. Alright, shut up and let's finish this video. Took me so fucking long.
Was slain and eaten alive. So after Pickle slayed the isekai god, this man Katsumi sent a bunch of his goons to spin back for Retsu. Then Hanayama's big Yakuza ass decided to pull up. Like, Jesus, bro, how the hell are you 19? So Hanayama decided to test Pickle's gangsta while holding this knife with their bare hands, but his efforts were futile. Pickle sends this 300-pound man-child flying. And then look at this idiot right here. Bro really punched him thinking he gonna do something. Pickle grabbed that man's arm and turned it into a noodle. And this bum looking like a Batman Gotham crook, looking like, it's the Bat. So he started throwing punches, but Pickle hit him with his signature move. Booga booga slap! So after Hanayama stops Pickle from taking more victims, Baki finally decided to pull up for himself. So Pickle puts out his fist asking for a bro fist. So Baki reaches out and Pickle does the exact same move Yujiro did to him. Oh God, he's learning. And look at his smug ass face. Oh hell no. But Baki was like, hell nah. And roundhouse kicked that nigga. But Pickle ate this kick and looked at him and said, follow me. So later that night, he brings Baki back to the arena. And this man wasted no time. Bro hit him with a booga booga kick and sent Baki flying to the stands. Lord have mercy, he done made the main character a victim.
You're a victim.
So after Pickle added the main character to his list of victims, another man stepped up to challenge the caveman, Katsumi Orochi. Bro was determined to get it back in blood for Retsu. This man went on a devious training arc and learned how to throw a punch over Mach 1 speed. They even rented out the whole damn Tokyo Dome so all of his disciples could watch him fight this nigga. But little did they know, they were gathering for a public execution. So the fight starts and Katsumi already comes out the gate swinging. But that man Pickle took that like, no, not today, and kicks this man across the stadium. And then Pickle does something absolutely terrifying. He takes the exact stance as Yujiro. Bro, I would quit right now. So Pickle comes in swinging. Katsumi hits him with a nasty gut check and actually made this man drop to his knees. Pickle was like, oh God, me so strong. And just slapped him in the face. But unfortunately for Katsumi, there's a downside with such great power. Cause since bro is basically punching at the speed of sound, his body kinda can't handle it. Cause he's fucking up his hands. So this entire fight was a war of attrition. Basically to see how many blows Pickle could take before Katsumi kicks the bucket. So after hitting Pickle with his most powerful shot, he knocked him down, but his arm is just completely destroyed. Bone showing and everything, looks like an ate-up chicken wing. So bro thinks he's won. Everybody in this motherfucker's cheering. But in reality, Pickle was not knocked out. He was actually sleeping.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
To conserve his energy because he knew bro was done for. Everybody in the arena was like, oh Lord, our great leader's cooked. Even Katsumi knew he was cooked. Bro basically said, well, I'm cooked, Pickle. So go ahead, eat my ass. And with that, Pickle took that man's arm. And I ain't gonna lie, this is how you could tell Katsumi done lost all his brain cells. Bro's out here saying, oh, how do I taste, Pickle? Do I taste good? Like, nigga, why is you thinking about this? You're about to bleed out. Not just that, you about to become a whole four-piece combo. Arms, legs, and everything. I guess the blood counts as B.A.F. But that man Pickle actually left. Bro said, nah, nigga, you taste like Raisin Cane's, unseasoned, and left bro there. Well, I mean, at least he got off the hook for tasting like shit. So after Pickle took another body part from a fighter, he was about to commit the biggest violation of 2023. And ladies and gentlemen, the next victim on our list, the steroid god himself pulled up. Bro told Pickle, go ahead, get your ass up. So Jack ran at him and hit him with a balloon punch. And Pickle was confused. He was like, oh, what a natty punch. So then these two commit the biggest Ayo Hawes moment of 2023. This man Jack said, you wanna have a bite off?
Did you pray today?
What do you say, caveman? Come give daddy a big old kiss. And they start smooching, having a bite off. Their faces are literally in each other's mouths. But I guess Jack's smooch wasn't strong enough, because Pickle picked him up and started spinning him around like a helicopter and threw him across the ring. And this man Jack probably suffered one of the most grotesque injuries I've ever seen in an anime. He bit off his face. Oh, great heavens! Bro made this nigga two-faced but horizontal. So then Pickle lined up for the spear, but this man Jack said, I ain't going out like no bitch. And he ends up throwing this man in the stands, goes up in the stands, suplexes him out of the stands, and somehow by the grace of God, dude was actually popping off for a little bit. Then he bit off his ear. Yo, this man Jack got a biting fetish or something, but I can say this with no doubt, bro is truly a freaky frog. But this and piss Pickle off to the max. Pickle hit this man with the most disgusting 4-piece combo. Bro goes in for the punch, takes Jack's hit, and lands a ooga booga uppercut, ooga booga overhand, ooga underhand, ooga overhand. And that man Pickle sent Jack to the Shadow Realm. Bro juggled him and everything, even hit him with a Mortal Kombat X-ray. Then he hit the emote on him. Nah, bro. But no cap though, Pickle low-key lucky he did not go in on Jack to eat him, cause bro had a whole special move even when he was unconscious. Bro would've gave him the middle fingers of death. Oh, but this is not the end of Jack, cause dude woke up out of the hospital and went back to the arena. I ain't gonna lie, I respect the determination. Bro took a bow and said, forgive me for leaving in the middle of our fight. Now take this two-step foot up your ass! So dude started constantly kicking Pickle in the face, giving him the feet and everything. This man must main jury. He is not beating the freaky frog allegations. So this man Pickle's primal instinct started kicking in and he started running away. Bro's like, get this freaky frog away from me. But then he stopped and thought to himself, ooga, I'm being bitch right now. I'm no bitch. So he runs at him and hits him with the Daquan special. 360! And on his ass. Oh my goodness, he made him a Beyblade. And it was over. Jack's dumbass woke back right up in the hospital. Bruh. So this man Jack runs out and tries to fight him again. But Baki was like, bro, stop. You're just gonna get your ass whooped again. That's why dad only cares about me. And he ends up telling him that Pickle picked him up after the fight, took him to the top of a building, and hanged his unconscious body so he could go back and eat his prey. And this man Jack was shook. This nigga was like, oh hell no, I really did get cooked. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of the road. Baki comes back to get his get back. Will he be able to stop this prehistoric menace? Nope. Well, I mean, he put up the best fight, but my God, the damage he took was ridiculous. Pickle jumped up all the way to the roof of the arena and dropped him on his back, knocking this man unconscious. Then when he woke up, he figured out his internal organs were fucked. But I ain't gonna lie, Baki was popping off this entire fight. Bro hit him with a back slap. And this nigga in pain like his dad just whooped his ass with a belt and just continued to whoop his ass. Pickle was shook. Dude even sent him flying in the stands. So while Baki's gassing himself up with his MC plot armor, Pickle said enough of this bullshit. I'm tired of this disrespect. Ooga booga smash! And this man started stepping on him. Bro started playing Thugnificent. Started stomping on that nigga at light speed. Then he uppercutted this man to the roof. Bro was thinking in his head midair, damn, I'm getting cooked. Then he turned Bro into a roly-poly. But this man Baki ended up unlocking Ultra Instinct and punched him in the nuts. Oh Lord, that nigga ain't having kids. Baki had this man Pickle in pain. Nigga was on the ground hitting that Chun-Li spinning bird kick. But unfortunately for Baki, that uppercut to the dick sealed his fate. Cause the dog was ready to be released. Now you see, Pickle already had that dog in him, but now the dog is off the leash. He ends up getting all his primal memories back. This nigga has gone full primal. This is who Liver King wants to be, damn it. And this is his final form, the legend of Ooga, booga. And this man Baki was looking like, oh my God, why did I punch him in the dick? So they started beating the living shit out of each other. These boys was having a war, but somehow, some way, Baki had him on the ropes. But this man Baki sold. Nigga sold the whole fight. Bro just walked up to him and said, hey man, let's just throw hands till somebody get knocked the fuck out. And with that, they did. And to nobody's surprise, Baki got knocked the fuck out.
KO.
Nigga sold, bro. And with that, Pickle took no L's. And this wild beast is still on the run. May God help every single person in this universe. So yeah, that's that. Bro made it, but with stipulations. We're locking this savage beast in a cage, and he's to be watched 24/7 to prevent any more victims getting made a 4-piece combo. Well, that's that. Until next time, ta-ta!